Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and the fourth sneak peek for the upcoming Black Widow movie update is here. And Danny Koo said something really good on Twitter the other day, a few days ago when the first sneak peek dropped. Even though the movie's not out until November, he said, stay home, stay in, and play with Black Widow. So I really like that. I have a lot of good things and some critical things to say about what we're about to talk about, but I want to bring that enthusiasm, that energy that you guys have been missing, because a part of me is really excited about this update. So over on Twitter, in preparation for the battle ahead, Natasha Romanoff will be needing a new level of skill, a new level, tier 3. We're talking T3, boys. We're talking 800 CCF. Maybe we're talking tier 3 selector. Okay. Do you think it will be enough to take on Taskmaster? Now I gotta say, the people, the group, the collective that is making these sneak peeks, maybe we can call them a family. Okay, they're my family at this point because I love them and I love my family. This sneak peek is so hot, I can't even touch my mouse right now. It's so hot. This could literally be something out of the movie, right? And yeah, it takes a lot of inspiration from the trailers, but damn, the trailers are part of the movie. So that's just absolutely sick. So I gotta say, man, the sneak peeks get you so hyped. The sneak peeks are so good. No game does sneak peeks like Marvel Future Fight. No game gets the hype meter going like Marvel Future Fight for their updates. You know, not even Grand Cross. I'm loving Grand Cross, but they don't do sneak peeks. The patch notes do not get you hype. This stuff in game gets you hype, and that's kind of the difference, right? But as far as getting you hype before you jump into the game, there is nobody that comes close to Marvel Future Fight. It's just that once the flash is over and you actually look into the pan to see what the food looks like, it's got no sizzle. In game, there's no sizzle, but on the outside, god damn, it's so good. So let's check this out. Why is there no sound? Okay, there's no sound. Oh, there's the sound. It's spooky, right? It's spooky. It's very light. It's very minimal. But look at this. So you got a video of Natasha. She does okay, so let's talk about the macro. So it's a video of Natasha that someone's watching, and then the camera zooms out, and we've got a brand new Taskmaster uniform straight out of the movie, and he's watching her, and he's learning her tactics. And then we get this little image, and then we get Black Widow. There's so many layers to this. This is a Shrek onion. So you got the black and white Black Widow. Get it? Black and white. Okay, nice. You got the 3 dots here. Of course, that means tier 3. She does a backflip into... My girl does a backflip into a 180 no scope. Okay. Her IGN is XXX Black Widow XXX 420 Blaze It. She's got the braids, so I guess that wasn't Yelena. Who knows? Okay. This is looking like her tier 3 skill, because you can see this is the what do you call it? Skill preview. Okay, you can see the skill preview there on the ground briefly. All right. So this looks like the tier 3 SFX animation for her tier 3 skill. And she's sniping at something up in the sky. And then we zoom out as he continues watching it, and he's learning. So what does this mean for Taskmaster? Well, we're going to talk about that. We don't know what that means for Taskmaster. But then, hold up, wait a minute. Let me put that playback speed up in it. We're going to drop the playback speed to half. Check this out. Get your detective glasses on, okay? And check this out. So we see in full color now, and he's taking aim at her. Some people said, oh, there's 3 bars at the bottom here. That means tier 3. But then check this out. T3. Did you see it? Did you see the 3? I was a little bit slow for the 3. We saw the T. Oh, we missed the T? Or we missed the 3? T3. You saw the 3. You saw it. I'm not gonna keep messing it up because I suck at this. There we go. T3. T3 Black Widow. How sick is that? This sneak peek is so good. My god, the people who make the sneak peek deserve a raise. They deserve a raise. You hear me? Netmarble Monster, they deserve a raise. So I'm done raging. We go over to the forums, and according to as well the Naver Cafe, the Korean forums, apparently this is the last sneak peek. So oh, sorry, this is not the right one. While returning to HQ after the investigation, Natasha was stopped by a man with a familiar face, Taskmaster. After joining our fight 2 months ago, Taskmaster, he seems to have gained even more power. What does that mean? Tier 3 or awakened skill? However, Natasha won't lose so easily, as she has also honed her skills. So this seems like a Taskmaster versus Black Widow type of thing. She's getting her tier 3. He's getting something. So it doesn't have to be an awakened skill, right? Gaining even more power could just be a uniform. He could just be getting a uniform. But Now I want to drop a little bit of a truth bomb on you. Since the Warriors of the Sky, we've gotten exactly 3 awakened characters. All 3 of those awakened characters have been villains. That's right. Red Skull, Dr. Octopus, Mystique. So, if you take the Warriors of the Sky out of the equation and they were the ones to introduce the awakening system, what if, right? Because people are always saying we need villain tier 3s, we need villain tier 3s. What if Marvel Future Fight's like, okay, why don't we give you a hero tier 3 and every update we will give you a villain awakening skill? And we can play patty cake, whatever game, switcheroo, musical chairs, and then maybe next update we'll give you a villain tier 3 and a hero awakening skill. It's not the worst idea in the world. I still hate the way that they monetize Mandalay gem fragments. I still hate the amount of Mandalay gem fragments that we get from squad battle. It needs to be more. The rewards are not good enough. Okay, soapbox rant over, but I think it's a pretty cool concept. It's an idea. It's definitely an idea. So with that being said, tier 3 Black Widow is basically a lock, and then something for Taskmaster. Is it just a uniform? Is it a uniform and an awakening? Is it a uniform and an awakening and a tier 3? We don't know, but I am hype. And that Taskmaster uniform looks straight out of the movie once again, which is so amazing. And this is the thing, and I said this on Twitch, this is the thing that kind of kills me sometimes about Marvel Future Fight, is that the sneak peeks, the artwork, and the attention to detail, and the I don't want to call it loyalty, like the way that they so closely follow what's in the comics or what's in the movies, especially for the movies though, especially for the movies. They do such a good job of taking something from the movie. Like, look at this. This is literally ripped out of Endgame. They do such a good job of just copying, you know, perfectly. It's not copying in a negative way, but copying in the sense that we get a true to life version of these characters from the movies, right? There's no piece of there's no detail that they miss. And it gets people so hype. And then they get into the game and it's like, wah, wah, wah. Like it's not the game's not bad. Marvel Future Fight's a great game. It's not a bad game. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got a perfect replica. Okay, I'm Canadian, so I'll give you an analogy. You got a perfect replica of Wayne Gretzky's entire outfit, not outfit, whatever, his skates, his helmet, all of his hockey pads, his jersey, his hockey stick, okay, the gloves. You got a perfect replica, but then the guy inside the replica can't skate, right? Or that's maybe not the best analogy, but you get what I'm saying. It's like it all builds up so well, but then in the game there's just not enough to do. There's just not enough incentive. There's just not enough fun. There's not, like, you know, if they don't make, okay, like, just think about this. If they don't make massive changes to Shadowland, what the hell are you going to do with your tier 3 Black Widow? Like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm going to go and play Proxima Midnight for the millionth time with my Black Widow. Oh, like, that's not fun. That's not fun, right? It's not. It's so boring. The only thing I could say that would actually be interesting, besides, okay, Galactus is kind of fun. I will say that. So, you know, if Black Widow gets enough of a bump to be good against Galactus, that would be hype as hell. The only thing is, she's one of the only female physical attack characters. Don't give me Deadpool, okay? Don't. So yeah, besides Lady Deadpool, Black Widow is one of the only physical attack female characters. So she's one of the only female characters who can do well against Proxima. So that's kind of interesting. But there's just so little content to take these characters into. There's so little meaningful content to take these characters into that, you know, it's like the game is still at a place where tier 2 characters, you know, are used for most content. You don't even need the firepower for a tier 3 is overkill, and not only is it overkill, but there's no meaning to it, right? So it's really a situation for me, and I feel like it's really a situation for a lot of players where they get hype about tier 3s. They even want, like, you know, part of me wants a tier 3 Scarlet Witch. Don't get me wrong. I think Scarlet Witch is cool. I think her butterfly tier 3 is really pretty, but what's the point? There's like, okay, for YouTube content, sure. For like funny stuff or some interesting thing now and then, sure. But come on, guys, you can't have a whole update over, you know, you can't have a whole update centered around fun once in a while. It's got to be fun for a whole month, right? You're supposed to be playing mobile games every single day, anyways. That's what they want. They want you playing every single day. So this needs to be fun for 30 plus days. If it's not fun for 30 plus days, you have dropped the ball. Not you being the player, you being Netmarble Monster. So I really desperately hope, I'm hoping in my you know, my heart of hearts, that this update really shakes things up, because I would love for Black Widow to become meta, but in the current meta, it's just meaningless. So many characters are meta now, and what is meta has just sort of crumbled, because certain content is just so easy with support characters, with strikers, that there's very few pieces of content that require meta characters, and 99% of the content that even requires meta or even revolves around a meta is PvE content, because most PvP content is either a joke because you use the same character every single time, Jean Grey, right here, or it's autoplay only, in which case there is still a meta for this, but it's a meta that feels much more hollow because you're not in control of those characters that you've built up. So yeah, we still desperately need a shakeup. I'm not trying to distract you from that, but at the same time, god damn, am I super hype for Black Widow and Taskmaster. It could be so sick if a villain and a hero, speed and combat, you know, rise, and then it's like they're duking it out and stuff. It'd be so cool. It'd be so cool. Now, the last thing I want to say, I just want to give props to the Marvel Future Fight team, the Netmarble Monster team. I showed it briefly at the beginning when I was sort of fumbling with the the tabs, but they did post two things in response to recent criticism. They did post a notice about the live stream, letting us know that it will not be live, but it's actually going to be pre-recorded. It's a pre-recorded broadcast due to the state of internal affairs. We totally understand. I'm not saying that this is a bad thing. You have to do what you have to do. You have to keep Cage and Kim safe. Of course, you got to keep everybody that works safe. I would never want anyone's job or anyone's health to be put at risk just for some stupid live stream. I mean, it's not a stupid live stream, but I mean, like, you know, for a live stream, for any reason, you don't want to put people's lives at risk unless it's absolutely necessary. You know, you're in some sort of life-saving job in the first place. So yeah, that it's great that they let us know ahead of time, that they didn't try to obscure that. And then additionally, they also clarified that there was a distribution sort of intentional delay with the 6-star character selector due to time zones, and that they will not be doing that anymore. All attendance rewards will be sent at the original notified time. I think that's the way to do it, guys. Don't confuse players. Just send it all out in one shot. Yeah. And I can now confirm, because I did make a video about this, so I do want to, you know, say that the issue has been fixed, and sort of acknowledge that they fixed it fast. Oh, where'd it go? I do have the admin gift 6-star selector in my inbox that expires in 2 days, and of course I can now use it on, yeah, I'll probably use it on Taskmaster. Yeah, I was gonna say Black Widow, but no, I'll use it on Taskmaster. You know what? How many bios do I have for Black Widow? Maybe I should have used it on Black Widow. I didn't even think about that. 56. Damn, I really should have used it on Black Widow. Oh well, I have some biometrics expiring from Shadowland that I can use on her. So, with that being said, let me know how hype you guys are for Black Widow Tier 3, and what do you think of Taskmaster? What do you also think of my theory revolving around villains getting awakening skills rather than Tier 3s? And then, of course, my last piece of advice for you guys is don't do Shadowland just yet. After the weekly reset today, wait until you see what is in the live stream, and then wait possibly until the star agents get their APKs, because if there's a massive change to Shadowland and it's being done prior to the weekly reset, because the update actually comes out a couple of days before Shadowland resets, then you might want to hold off on playing Shadowland so you can collect those new rewards starting from stage 1. So yeah, if you have the time, you know, if you don't have to play Shadowland the first or second day that it's live and you have time to spare, I would definitely say delay your Shadowland play just for this one specific update, because they've already mentioned Shadowland ahead of time. For other stuff that's daily, like Dimension missions, obviously continue playing that day after day. If you need further clarification on what I mean about Shadowland, just hit me up in the comments down below, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Discord. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.